Hey, welcome to the training. My name is Matt Leitz. Thank you for being here. If you hear me, do me a favor, just leave a quick comment in the chat. Just let me know who you are, where you're coming from. I see we got a bunch of people on here, which is awesome. Okay, cool. We're going to waste zero time. Thank you for your comments. Really, really appreciate it. All right, let me get my camera turned on. You guys see me? All right. I am Matt Leitz, and this is how to use AI to generate more income. Zero tech skills needed. And if you're sitting there, maybe you're excited about this, maybe you're a little bit nervous about AI, or kind of like these guys, a little bit of both. I just want to put you at ease and let you know you're in the right place. And in fact, this image here was created with artificial intelligence in the matter of seconds. So we're going to teach you how to do that here in just a minute. But obviously you can learn a thing or two from me, but a lot more to learn from a billionaire, Mark Cuban, who makes all of his investments into AI, said artificial intelligence, if you don't understand it, learn it, because otherwise you're going to be a dinosaur within 3 years. So I commend you for being here to learn something new. I'm going to introduce kind of a new breed of AI, something we call hybrid AI, which oftentimes we get asked the question, hey, which is better, using AI or using humans? And the answer to that is both. So hybrid AI takes the best of artificial intelligence and the best of human intelligence and fuses them together, and the end result is as much results as possible. So we're going to get more into that as we go, just to make sure you are in the right place. This is for you if either you already have a business and you want to generate more leads, you want to figure out a way to make more sales and ultimately to be able to work less, or if you're looking for something new, something that can be immediate, that you can get some results quickly, that you can do from home, or in fact, you can do from anywhere in the world for that matter. And our goal here is to be very, very profitable. So what I'm going to teach you on my side is I'm going to give you the best AI tools to use to maximize your results in minimum time. I'm going to tell you the fastest, number one fastest and easiest way to create new income streams using AI. We're going to give you 6 simple tips for using AI better than 99% of the prompt engineers out there, and I'll tell you what that means in a minute. How to create high converting marketing materials by clicking buttons. You're going to see a custom AI powered chatbot, or in other words, a bot that's going to be trained in 3 minutes or less. And we're going to show you how to get ChatGPT generating sales and booking appointments for you. And last but not least, how to start getting results in as little as 24 hours, even if you're brand new. And I'm going to deliver that all on this free training. If this agenda, if you get this value out of this training and this is going to be worthwhile for you, I want to know that you're here. Leave me an oh yeah in the comments. I might from time to time ask you guys to participate. Oh yeah, all right, love it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to deliver. Now on your end, if you're going to get value from this, there's 2 things that you need to do. Number one is before we get done at the end of this training, you need to decide if you want to put artificial intelligence to work for you. Because if you see this and it's not your thing, no big deal, all good. Hopefully at least you learn something. But if you see this and the light bulb goes off and you're like, I need to have AI working for me, it's important that you make a real decision, right? Don't waste your time and just kind of, lollygag around. Decide yes or decide no, but make a real decision. And then the second thing is at the very end of this training, you're going to decide if you want to get help from me and my team to make it work. So we're going to train from the beginning to the end. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can get started working with our company if you have interest. And what I'm very excited to share with you is something that we've created called the AI Small Business Technology Grant. We'll talk more about how much this grant is and what you need to do to qualify, but we'll talk about that after the training is over. But if you're here, then my guess is you have a small business or you're starting a small business or you want to. And the important thing to realize here is when you're looking at AI, you've got to evaluate it through the eyes of an entrepreneur. And ultimately, you have 2 resources that you have to invest. You have your time and you have your money. Now, I probably don't have to ask you this, but which is more important, your money or your time? All right, quick comments. All right, time is money. It's funny because we all say time, but I see so many young entrepreneurs squandering their time, but then being so tight, like We have a client named Grant Cardone, and he said, it's like everybody's trying to squeeze the eagle off the quarter, like they're holding on to every nickel and dime. So yes, we're going to talk about how you can make more money using AI, but the thing that I love the most is what this kind of technology can do to help people free up their time. And we get all these testimonials all the time about, people making more money, but these are the ones that I love. Best benefit is that it's a huge time saver. Or I can't even calculate the weeks of build time and hours per week this automated bot, remember Chatbot, we're going to talk a lot about that today, has and will continue to save me, allowing me to work on my business and not in it. Brent said, utilizing a bot has changed my daily routine and freed me to focus more on my business versus management. This bot has allowed me to quickly get my up and running and launch my bot agency and taking clients within the first month. So if you're looking sort of for a side hustle or a different additional revenue stream, we'll talk more about that a little bit later. And Gustavo says, thank you for everything you guys do to help us make money the easy way. And just to be very, very clear, is I'm not going to tell you that this is going to be easy. I'm glad it's easy for Gustavo, but our goal here is to not only help you save some money, but also save some time. So to give you a little bit of context, when you're talking about artificial intelligence, really there's been 3 phases of AI. The first phase, and you've been involved in this for many years, if you've ever used any of these companies or any of these brands, this is just general AI. And I like to say that if you don't own the AI, then the AI owns you. So you've been in these companies' AIs, right? Every time you turn on Netflix or use Google. Okay, now I will say this, if you look really closely at this little dot right here, that represents our teeny tiny little company. And back in 2018, we got started using general artificial intelligence that we were able to create without using any code. And I'm going to show you how we did that a little bit later. But then came a second phase of AI. And this phase of AI is something called machine learning. And the machine learning is when now it isn't a human that has to tell the AI what to do. Now the machine starts teaching itself. And the way that this works is big companies have people like me and you who are using their stuff all the time, and then they can take this data and let the machine learn. Now the problem with that is small companies, assuming you have a small business or you're starting one, like ours and like yours, didn't have enough data. We didn't have enough money to really be able to tap in on machine learning. So unfortunately, we kind of missed this second phase of AI. Now, the good news is just using the general AI from phase 1, we were able to produce some pretty awesome results. So I'm very proud to say that our small company has hit now, we just found out we hit the Inc. 5000 list for a second year in a row. So we've had some success, but the third phase is where AI really gets exciting, and this is called deep learning. So with deep learning, this is where the AI doesn't just use the data from customers, it uses what it's called neural networks, right? Or it can tap into things like the internet and all this data that's out there. Now, here's why this is exciting. That means that small companies like ours now can compete with the big boys. And where this all changed, as you may know, is when ChatGPT hit the market. Okay, if you guys have used ChatGPT, leave me a quick comment. I'm guessing a lot of people on here have. And this just opened everything up, because now everybody has access to these tools. And I'm going to tell you how to use them in completely different ways here in just a minute. But if you're taking notes, this is an important thing to understand. When it comes to AI, you're going to primarily be focused on something called generative AI. And that just means that you put in something and you get something out. You put in an input and hopefully you get an output that's even better. And as you may know, ChatGPT is a chatbot or a bot. And what a bot means is that text goes in and text comes out. That's a bot. And really, when you think about ChatGPT, they had AI for a very long time, but it wasn't until they put it into the form of a chatbot that it absolutely exploded. And how fast did it explode? Well, just to put this in perspective, all right, WhatsApp, which is the #1 messaging platform in the world, took 2 years to hit 1 million users. Facebook Tech took 10 months. Instagram, I think, was the previous record holder, took 2.5 months to get to 1 million users. ChatGPT took 5 days. Like, just wrap your head around that. Now, here's what's cool, is if you stick with me, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT in ways that nobody else is. In fact, I'm going to show you how to get ChatGPT working for you on all of these other platforms. So make sure you pay attention. All right, so just to kind of give you the basics here, if you're brand new to this stuff, when you put in text into ChatGPT, it's called a prompt, right? You might have done this. So the prompt is what you put in. And just to give you some super quick basic examples, if you go to ChatGPT and you type in what is a good pancake recipe, it might come back and say, here's a simple and tasty pancake recipe, and give you the recipe, right? If you went to ChatGPT and said, write me a poem in the voice of a pirate, ChatGPT came back and said, ahoy there, me hearties, come gather round and listen to a tale that'll astound. I'm a pirate bold and true, with a ship and crew to see me through. Right? Don't know why you'd need a pirate poem, but you could do it. Now, probably a very common prompt is, why is Matt Leitz the most handsome man on earth? I'm sure it gets it all the time. And ChatGPT says, as an AI language model, I do not have the ability to determine the most handsome man on earth, nor do I have information or context about who Matt Leitz is. Okay, so ChatGPT is not yet perfect, okay? Now, obviously, I'm just kidding around. But you get it, right? And I'm sure you've seen this before, or at least heard about it. Now, when you're putting in prompts, the sort of science of what kind of prompts you put in is called prompt engineering. And I keep using these things because you don't need to be an engineer to do prompt engineering. You don't need a degree. In fact, if you've heard this term thrown around by a lot of these so-called gurus out there, I'm going to teach you some tips that's going to allow you to prompt better than 99% of people out there. And these 6 simple tips, the first one is be super clear. And this one might seem obvious, but you got to tell it exactly what you want. And number 2, and this is not talked about nearly enough, is to use as few words as possible. Every extra word that you use gives the AI a chance to trip up and get confused and makes its responses less accurate. So you got to, and here's a big tip. You don't even need to use full sentences, all right? You just got to get thoughts across. Next is define parameters and limitations. So if you're doing anything of any complexity, don't just tell it what you want, tell it what you don't want, all right? And provide examples. Tell it, hey, it's something like this. And ultimately, this is where it gets a little confusing, is you can't be too complex. There is a point where it will start tripping up. In fact, they call this hallucinating. I don't know if you heard about this. Kind of sounds like, you know, some wild college stories, but it actually is true. AI will just start making stuff up, and it won't even tell you that it's inaccurate. So you can't get too complex. And then last but not least, make sure to write this down, is to break up your thoughts with punctuation. And you only need 3 types of punctuation. Use colons whenever you have a thought and then you want to describe that thought. Use commas whenever you have multiple things that you want to string together, and use periods whenever you want a thought to end. And if you use those tips, you know 99% more than prompt engineers out there, but it's still going to take a lot of trial and error. So the reality of it is when you use ChatGPT, you just got to practice. You just got to, you know, it's just one of those things that takes more time than you think, but you can absolutely do it. Now, if you're like, that's awesome, but I don't want to have to prompt or learn prompting, I do have an exciting gift that I'm going to share with you at the end of this that we'll talk more about in just a second. But one more thing I do want to throw out there is, just in case when using ChatGPT, say please and thank you. All right, I've heard about AI. We all saw Terminator 2, right? We'd much rather have the situation on the right than the situation on the left. So just be nice to the AI, right? I'm just kidding, sort of. I don't know. But I will. One more thing, and this is kind of the guru's dirty little secret. If you're pulling your hair out, I can't figure out how to get the best results. You'll never get the same quality results with ChatGPT, even with the paid version, than you will using professional tools, because you can't fully train the AI. So here's what I mean by that, is prompting is only one way to give information to the AI. Companies like ours spend a lot of money coding to give full context and training to the AI to get an ideal output. All right, so just know that there is another level. ChatGPT is a great tool, even the free tool, but you do have the capability to train the AI if you're using professional tools. But here's the question I really want to ask you. What if instead of just using ChatGPT to give you responses, it could be trained to actually collect leads, book appointments, and sell for you? If you would like to have ChatGPT actually working for you to collect leads, to book appointments, and to sell for you, leave me a comment and let me know you're with me. Okay, because I'm going to show you guys. You're going to see it with your own eyes, a live demo. You're going to watch a fully trained AI-powered chatbot, a bot, customized in minutes. So that's coming up here in just a little bit. But to cover a few more additional generative AI types, there's AI art, which to me is absolutely just phenomenal, where you put in text and you get out an image. You guys might have played with these kind of tools. My favorite one, there's lots out there, is called Midjourney. Now, we'll tell you this, Midjourney is a little bit tricky to get set up. If we do end up working together, we'll teach you how to do it. But once you get it set up, it's super duper easy. In fact, I went to our kids, this is our little princess Vivian, and I said, what kind of art would you like to make, Vivian? And she said, kitty cat mermaid. And I typed in to Midjourney, kitty cat mermaid, and this is what it created. So if a young girl can make this kind of art in a matter of seconds with no cost, right? And obviously I had to do the typing, all right? Just think of how much time and money that this can save. And we asked our son Noah, and Noah said, red guitar, hard rock, all right? Because you do not, fair warning, you do not bring soft rock around Noah, no way, Jose. And I love this picture here. This is Noah on Christmas morning, which is super special for us. Noah actually is hard of hearing, so the fact that he's into music and learning music is super special. But just to be able to see the kind of output that AI can create is pretty special. But why does this matter? Because with AI, it's all about connecting the dots. It's about taking these things and just putting them together. And I'll give you a quick example. This was the first ever online ad that we created entirely with AI. We made the image with AI, we made the text using our personal AI copywriting tool. And this was just really a test. We weren't even selling anything. We were raising money for charity, but the results were phenomenal. In fact, this was the lowest cost per click that we have gotten probably in about 5 years. And what's amazing is, we were just raising money for charity, and we ended up, raising $11,000 for the Special Olympics, which was awesome. But it opened us up to realize that, wow, like not only can you save time, but you can also create amazing outputs when you start to take AI and put it into your marketing and put it into your sales. So just to give some additional generative AI tools, amazing tool where you take video and you put video in and you get text out is called Descript. And what's neat about this is once you put in the video, it puts it all into text for you. And then when you edit the text, it actually edits the video the way that you edited the text. Really cool. Another one is if you put text in, you can get voice out. So for example, let's say you wrote a script and you want a voiceover for video. There's a lot of these out there. One of the better cheap ones is called Resemble. If you put in text, you can actually get out video. And admittedly, you got to remember AI, even though it's all hyped and it's in the news, it's still very, very early stage. So this one is probably, in my opinion, not ready for prime time yet. I wouldn't necessarily use it for business, but it is pretty cool if you want to check it out. But guarantee in the next few years, it's going to be unbelievable. And the one that's the most exciting to me is where you put in text and you get out work, you get out action. So you say, make me a spreadsheet of all the properties in Austin, Texas between $500,000 and $750,000. And boom, the AI does the work, creates the spreadsheet. All right, and this is, we've got some sort of special access to these kind of things. We can talk more about this stuff later. And again, at the end of this, we're going to tell you about, and this is AI Powered Profits, our complete AI course. It's going to teach you not only these things, but everything from bookkeeping to how to do outbound sales, everything that you could possibly want to do with AI in very great detail. But the reality of it is there's a ton of tools and so much that you can do with AI. I really want to just kind of push you to focus a little bit and look where the money is with AI. And with AI, bots, chatbots are where the money is. And the reason for that is because chatbots are the only type of AI that can help you generate leads, that can increase your sales, and can improve support. And it can do all of these things with the power of automation. Now, how you use a chatbot depends on your situation. So if you already have a business, you can use this bot, implement it in your business, and you can put it in a number of different places on social media, on your website, and you can actually have it selling prospects. You can have it delivering support. You can have it collecting leads for you. Or if you came here and you're like, man, I'm checking out this AI thing, the most hot business right now in the world is reselling chatbots to other businesses, because every business in the world right now is trying to figure this stuff out, and that's where you can fill a need. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Ezra here said, since my wife and I launched our bot a few months ago, we've sold about 7 bots at the 2K price point. Bot building, and having my from not wanting to get into bot building, having my wife drag me into it, I say not too bad. We currently have over 70 potential clients that could close anytime. So it's, if you're looking for something new, maybe this is it, maybe it's not. But the key is not to get so fixated on the tools or like one particular use case, and recognize this massive trend that is in front of us. Forbes predicts that by the year 2030, AI is going to be a $15.7 trillion industry. All right, 15.7 trillion. I mean, that's like the gross domestic product of Canada, Great Britain, Japan, all smushed into one with a whole bunch of other countries. Forbes calls it the biggest opportunity in today's fast-changing economy. So just stop and think about this. I don't know about you, but do you ever kick yourself in the pants? Like when you just think, man, I wish I would have got into Amazon, or whatever, Apple, any of these companies when it was early. So if you think about it, even though there's a lot of hype right now, AI is still at the very tip of the iceberg. And in my personal opinion, AI is a bigger opportunity for people like me and you than the internet was. And I say that for 3 reasons. The first reason I say that is AI is way cheaper than the internet used to be. And this, I got into the internet business in 2005. This was the very first website that I ever built. And back in the day, you had to hire a development company to do this. And I knew nothing. I remember when these guys asked me, they said, okay, Matt, what language do you want your website to be built in? My answer was English, right? And they were looking for PHP or JavaScript. I didn't know the first thing about this stuff. And I can tell you, for me, $12,000 was a hell of a lot of money. Right? This was money I didn't even have. I had to put all of this onto credit cards, which is, if you're an entrepreneur and you're just getting stuff going, is a very common thing to, be able to do. I mean, it's the same way you go to college, you have to get college loans. So, you got to do what you got to do. But how did this thing perform? How did it do? Well, first year, I sold 1 t-shirt. Okay, and the reality of it is I didn't even sell a t-shirt. I bought a t-shirt for myself. This website never worked. It was super clunky. It was always breaking down, right? How did we do in the second year? Even worse. And I know a lot of times when you get on these things, everybody just wants to brag about their successes. I just want to be real with you, and because no matter where you're at, chances are you've had some failures under your belt. And I'll talk to you more about, where we ended up later if we get a minute. But just know it doesn't matter what you've tried and failed, because you're always one breakthrough away. So the second reason I think that AI is a bigger opportunity in the internet is that AI is easier. Okay, you don't have to go hire a big development company. And the reality of it is, it's just right now, it's just so hot. Everybody's wanting AI right now. Wall Street Journal said companies across all industries have been scrambling to secure AI talent. Here's what that means. Number one is if you have an existing business, you're going to have I mean, think about it. These are big companies that are spending huge amounts of money. Why? Because they can save money and because they can make more money. So if your small business and my small business can implement this stuff, we can have a massive advantage over the marketplace. Or if you don't have a business or you're trying to figure out an additional revenue stream, just know that every company wants this. So when you go to them and say, hey, can I help you implement some AI? It's worth a lot of money to them. Kian said, I knew virtually nothing about bots before I saw Matt's presentation. And fast forward, today I have bots bringing in leads and making sales 24/7 in multiple niches. It's like having a new superpower, right? Third and final reason that I think AI is a bigger opportunity in the internet is that AI is faster. If you compare AI and chatbots to the early internet, first of all, they're physically faster. I don't know if you were alive during the dial-up age. If I have any fellow dial-up warriors, leave me a comment here. I'm showing my age, right? Right? I mean, it was painful. But think about also the time to build this. This took 3 months to build this crappy website. When people use our chatbot programs, they can be up and running in a matter of hours. Right? It's like night and day. And it's not, here's the thing is, you don't only put AI and bots on your website. This is multi-channel. You can also put it on Facebook. You can also put it on Instagram and on WhatsApp, the #1 messaging platform in the world. And here's what's really exciting is now these AI chatbots, our AI chatbots, work on text message. So everybody in the world, they don't have to be on your website or any particular social platform. Everybody uses text message. And with all of these different channels, AI and bots give you the capability to collect leads, to be able to get people coming in and giving you their information, their email, their phone number, right? And you can actually collect leads on all of these platforms. You can be able to have them as a connection on Instagram, because not only does it capture leads, it also has a conversation to convert sales. And if you've ever used a chatbot, you know that this is fully automated. So brings them in, captures the lead, and then has a conversation with them to convert it to a sale. And I'm going to show you real world examples here in just a second. And the most exciting part is it doesn't just stop with that immediate interaction. It also allows you to send messages, both automated messages and broadcasts. So you can send your contacts emails, you can send them text blasts, you can send them Facebook messages, Instagram messages, and be able to have this multi-channel marketing happening. So if you've ever struggled to be able to take a lead and monetize it, the reality of it is you're probably only trying to do it in one way or two ways. To be able to compete, this isn't just to be able to do well, but to be able to compete and win when you're the small guy or gal competing against the big companies, you've got to have an unfair advantage. And this is one I want you to write down. I call it the automation freedom formula. And that's leads times conversion equals freedom. And you might be saying, well, Matt, that's so simple, I'm not going to write it down. Here's the deal. If you're going to bed at night and you're waking up in the morning and you don't have more money in your bank account every single night, then you need to figure this out. Because it's a lot easier said than done. And here's the thing, all these gurus want to tell you, right? And they ask you, what is wrong with this approach? All right, give me a comment here. What's wrong with this approach? All right, I clearly cannot pull anything over on you guys. Yeah, it's the cart before the horse. Everybody wants to teach you all these like traffic and lead strategies, right? You got to have both the traffic and the conversion. And that's the thing that you're able to do with artificial intelligence and chatbots. So just to kind of break it down, and you know, if you think about a website, or you know, the term used all the time now are funnels, right? How do you collect leads with the funnel? Well, with an opt-in form, you type it in, squeeze page or whatever it might be. With a chatbot, you can have an opt-in form, or you can take a button and put it on your funnel or your website. They click a button and they get in your chatbot. You can take a link. You can put that link on your email, you can put it in text message, you can put it in social media. They click on the link, they can get into your chatbot. You can run Facebook ads, Instagram ads. If somebody comments on your social media, your chatbot can respond and capture the lead. If somebody direct messages you on social media, If somebody sends a text message, you can have an automated chat widget that's ran by AI on your website. There's scan codes. There's over a dozen ways that you can collect leads. But the most important thing to remember here is the bot can actually collect multiple forms of contact. The messenger context, so you can communicate with them on Instagram or WhatsApp or Facebook, email, and text message. So you have this multi-channel marketing. When it comes to conversion, just to kind of give a comparison to email, we do a lot of email, and we run webinars is our main thing, which you probably are realizing you're on a webinar right now. So if we send 1,000 emails, we'll get roughly 200 emails opened, and 20 of those emails will get clicked, and 40% of people will register for a total of 8 registrations from 1,000 sends. Now with a chatbot, we send 1,000 messages, 796 of those messages got opened. 259 get clicked, 51% register, and I'll tell you why the registration rate is higher in just a little bit here, for a total of 131 registrations. I feel like I should have got a drum roll from you guys on that one. All right, 16 times the results. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to get 16 times the results, but the reality of it is you got to do something a little bit different, or you're just competing with everybody else. And when you're small and they're big, it's really an uphill battle. Okay, so while a lot of people like to say, oh, it's bots versus email, the two go together like peanut butter and jelly. Because once somebody gets into your bot, depending on the platform, they can oftentimes be able to opt in via email with one click, right? And that's why our chat bot, and this is Bob the Bot Builder, our mascot, collects emails from 72% of people in our initial flow. So I don't know if you have a website or if you have a funnel. If anybody's getting over 72% opt-in rate, I'd love to know, because I've collected millions of leads online, right? Nobody's speaking up, right? I've never been able to do that before, but because of the different channel and one-click opt-ins, it is possible with the chatbot. Brock said, I got 200 email subscribers in the course of 3 days. So at this point, we've talked a lot about AI, understanding the fundamentals, what it's capable of. I told you got 2 steps you got to take. Number 1 is to decide if you want AI working for you. And we'll talk about what it entails, how you actually do it. But if you're sitting there and you know that you want to get artificial intelligence working for you to help you collect more leads, help you make more sales, automate your support, working 24/7, give me the comment here. I see some, oh yeah, that's cool, I didn't have to say it, that's great. All right, and at this point, if you don't think AI is really all that, and you think it's just a passing fad, or it's not your thing, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all if you want to jump off, because from here on out, we're going to focus on what do you actually got to do to make it happen. Okay, so it's time. What we're going to do is do some chatbot demos, and we're actually going to look at some bots. And when we do this, we're going to look at both the front end experience, like what a user sees, and behind the scenes, so that you can see what it looks like for the actual experience of a bot builder. All right, so the first demo that we're going to do is one near and dear to my heart. I used to own a company called boardgames.com. Actually, I always have a copy of my board game here. So admittedly, it was a failed company. Lost a lot of money, a lot of time. It was just rough. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you'd think with the name boardgames.com, you'd be able to succeed in the board game business, but it wasn't a success. Now, good things came from it. I met my co-founder, Nick Fashan, which is obviously huge. And we discovered chatbots. In fact, the bot that I'm about to show you was, I think, about the only successful thing that we ever did. So this is example companies from an old board game company, and the product that's being sold in this example is a board game subscription. So this is an e-commerce example. And the tool that we use, all right, is one called ManyChat. This is what we use to build all of our bots. And you're going to see behind the scenes what's called the flow builder. So a flow is an interactive bot experience, and you're going to see the flow builder and how it works. All right, and the platform that we're going to show you this on is Instagram. So again, you can use your bot on your website, on Facebook. You can use text message, all these places. But right now, I'm going to show you this experience on Instagram. All right, so that said, let's go ahead and jump over here. All right, I think you guys should see my telephone. Took me forever to figure this out. Okay, if you guys can see it, give me a quick, cool. All right, good. All right, so we're now looking at Instagram, and you're gonna see this is actually the very first ever chatbot flow that we ever created. So it's gonna be kind of quick. So here we go. I'm gonna click on board game demo. Hey Matt, R2D20 here. Wondering your opinion on the great board game debate, Monopoly. Some people are fanatics, others think it's the worst game ever. Which side of the table are you on? Okay, so we start with just asking a question to get some response. I love Monopoly. Me too, we're a lot alike, Matt. When I play with my human friends, they're always nice enough to let me have electric company. Electricity is important to us robots, beep boop. A robot humor for you. I'm curious, Matt, have you ever played the Monopoly card game? Say no, I haven't. Wow, I can't believe you haven't played it. I'm shocked, Matt. I like it even more than regular Monopoly. It's way faster. You can play a game in 15 minutes. Since I want you to play it, Matt, I'm going to bribe you with a free copy. All right, so that was our first ever chatbot flow. Now, I'm not going to click this because this company is long and dead. But what this did is when you click on this button, it took you to buy our board game subscription service. Now, here's what's interesting about this is when people clicked on this button, they were 6 times more likely to purchase than if they were to click on a link in an email. 6 times. So let me ask you in the chat real quick, why are people more likely to buy if they clicked on this link in a chatbot than if they clicked on an email link? What you guys got here? This is testing a little bit. Yeah, it's more interactive, right? Like they read everything, they're involved. Absolutely. So cool. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to my computer here. Let me pull up the internet. All right, so now what this is this is ManyChat. Again, this is the #1 bot platform in the world. We use it to build all of our bots. And you're looking behind the scenes in what's called the Flow Builder. So this is the same experience that you just saw, but this is how we built it. Now I'm showing you this because you can see there's no code here anywhere. Literally, it's just a bunch of boxes, right? This is our robot character, which by the way, we always use robot characters because we never want to try to fool somebody. We like to be very open and honest with our experience, and people love it too. All right, and you'll see the text and it automatically fills in the first name, which is really cool. And this is just a little delay to give them time to read. And then a button. And why do they call it a flow? Well, as you can imagine, they click on a button, it just follows the arrows, it goes along with the flow. And next, and if you've ever used a marketing platform that's got tags, you know this is just to keep track of who likes Monopoly, because if we ever want to have a promotion, we just, send it to people who said they love Monopoly. And it just keeps going on, and you just follow right along, okay? No, I haven't, cool, tag them as never played, comes down here and you see this. Now, I'm gonna click really quick. Well, first of all, I want you to pay attention to the stats, right? What was the open rate on this? It was, and this is when we were brand new, so it was a small list, but 97.4% of people opened, not too shabby, right? And then 84.5% of people clicked to go buy the offer, okay? So this is what I wanna show you here. So we're looking at the stat mode. I wanna show you the edit mode. So if you wanted to edit this, let's just say you got one of our chatbots and you're like, I wanna change something. You just click on edit, and then you can just move everything around just by clicking on your mouse. You can zoom in. So, let's say I wanted to come here and just say, cool, huh? And then I wanted to put in their first name. I just click on this little thing. All right, first name. Let's say I wanted to add a emoji. Click on this. So it's just a basic text editor. And I don't expect you to learn it all in this quick demo, but the key here is just, understanding that this is something that you can do. Now, if you struggle with email and you can't use, basic, it'll be a little tougher. You can learn it, of course, but it's just all basic text editing, okay? Now, if you wanted to come down here, let's say you wanted to add another text box, you just click on this, all right? And then add text, adds a text box. You say, yeah, cool. Or if you want to delete the text box, click on delete. Yeah. Or if you wanted to add an image, you click on image, upload image. All right, and then you could just go, that's it, the image that we just saw, right? If I wanted to move it, what do? I just drag and drop it. If I wanted to duplicate it, okay, again, this is just a quick demo. I just want you to see that there's no code here. And, you know, basically you have to decide if somebody gave you a pre-built bot and gave you instructions and videos, is this something that you can do? And obviously I can't decide that for you. The card is just, it's just an image with text, and this is just image and text, like a little menu. This is an audio clip, a video. You can add a file. These are those little delays I was telling you about, right? If you wanted to do 5 seconds or 2 seconds, right? Or if you wanted to, this is, you know, something I'll teach you about a little bit later to add people to your messenger list. This is if you want to collect email or phone number. This is something I don't even know how to use. This is something that techies do, but the good news is if you use our bots, the techies have already done all the hard work. So this is, I just wanted to give you a very basic version. This was the very first bot flow that we ever built, okay? So if you guys think that you could do this with a little bit of help so far, just leave me a quick comment. I just want to make sure you guys are with me. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on here. I'm going to show you a second demo. So just to set up this second demo here really quick, this bot is going to be much more sophisticated. It's going to use hybrid AI. And if you recall, hybrid AI uses artificial intelligence and human intelligence. So that first bot that you saw was built by us, all right? It was AI, but you know, it was made by humans. So now we're going to take a much more sophisticated bot that's going to take all this really cool new neural network technology and fuse it with bot flows. So to give you some kind of understanding of how it works, is the artificial intelligence is what's going to respond and kick in when somebody types. So it replies to all of the text. And for that, we're going to use ChatGPT. And in fact, we're going to use trained ChatGPT. And we'll talk more about that, the training. And actually, we're going to show you how to train it in just a second. And then whenever there's buttons to click or a more sophisticated experience, that's where we're going to use mini chat flows. Okay, so I just want to kind of preface this. And for this particular experience, we're going to use an example company we just call Sassy Sally. And we just made this up. This is fictitious. We're going to actually build this together. Okay, so this is something that's never been done. You're going to see this done live. And this is just a logo I made with AI in like 10 seconds. And the product that this bot is going to sell is coaching services. So whereas the last one is e-commerce, this is something that's going to generate appointments, right? So it's going to sell via appointment for coaching services, just because I want to show a little bit of variety. In the tools that are used, we're going to again use mini chat flows, same tool we just saw, and we're going to use trained ChatGPT. Okay, you're going to see the process of training. Now, you're not going to see the hard work, the coding and stuff that we did behind the scenes, but you're going to see the information for the business added in real time. And then the platform that we're going to display this one on is going to be Facebook. Again, it could be your website, could be SMS, could be anything. But for this one, we're going to do Facebook. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Good. Okay, so what we're doing here, again, this is in ManyChat, but this is our AI that we've created, and it works for any kind of business in the world. And we're going to just put in information for this fictitious business that we made up, Sassy Sally's Coaching. So let's put Sassy Sally's Coaching. And you're going to see just, you know, we're going to make this up as we go. We're going to say business coaching. Details about company, we'll say offers full service support, been in business since 2007. We'll put Inc. 5000 winner. All right, just making this stuff up. Product or service we sell. Business coaching. We'll put live event called, just making this up, breakthrough. Details about product or service. Work one-on-one with Sally weekly to increase profitability. I'll put thousands of satisfied clients. Okay, where to send people to purchase or book appointments. So we're just kind of make this up. We're going to say sassysally.com/booking. Okay, so this is going to be wherever you want to have your main place to send people. And if you don't know how to answer these, we'll help you. So don't think you have to really remember this. But leader full name, Sassy Sutherland. Bot's primary goal. So let's just say book appointments with Sally to discuss working together. We'll put ask questions to learn about business, about users' business. Okay, bot tone for replies. This is, we'll say sassy Southern. This is why we did it, because we thought it was fun. Sassy Southern Belle. Okay. And yours can be very simple. You could just say, Bob, the, support guy. All right, so say email. Cool. All right, here we go. Boom, just like that, we have now given the AI all the information that it needs. Now, if you wanted to later, you could come down here and you could edit these answers to give AI more information, or you'll see there's additional, you could put your YouTube channel in here if you wanted, or TikTok, or whatever you want. All right, but for the time being, let's just go ahead and test this bad boy out. All right, so, okay, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna test this one on Facebook. So we made up a Facebook page, Sassy Sally's. And by the way, this image was generated by AI and this image was generated by AI. All right, so for this example, let's just pretend somebody comes here and they want to send Sally a message and they click send message. All right, a little chat window pops up. I'm gonna make this big so you guys can see it here. Okay, Sassy Sally's, get started. Let's say, hi, what do you do? Question mark. And remember, when we type, it's going to give a response from AI. So this is a response just based on the small amount of information we gave. Hey there, Matt. I'm Sassy Sarah, an AI assistant for Sassy Sally's Coaching. We specialize in business coaching and offer a range of services to help entrepreneurs like yourself increase profitability. How can I assist you today? Let's just say I want to make more money at my pizza shop. Kind of making stuff up here. And again, AI response will kick in. Making more dough at the pizza shop, huh? Tell me, what are the specific challenges you're facing when it comes to increasing your profits? Are you looking for marketing strategies, cost-cutting tips, or something else? Spill the beans. So this is entirely powered by AI. Now, of course, we had to do a lot of coding and programming behind the scenes, but this is just based on the little bit of information we gave, and I just said, hey, I want a pizza shop, and it's literally making pizza jokes. So what we're going to do now, so everything so far has been AI. We typed in, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a response that's going to trigger some human intelligence, some more sophisticated bot flows, okay? So watch, this is where it goes from being AI to some human intelligence. You guys ready for this? So I'm going to say, I want, or say, I am struggling, say, to produce consistent results. All right, what you're about to see is the power of hybrid AI. Well then, let's set up some goals, sugar. Let's be honest, we all want to do great things, but staying on the path to achieving goals isn't easy. 92% of people fail to reach their targets. That's where we come in. We're going to help you stay laser focused so you achieve your goals and unlock your true potential. Over the next few minutes, I'll help you set a goal, establish your goal date, as well as reward yourself once you've completed it. Sound good, sweetie? So see what happened is, we had amazing AI responses. And as soon as it saw, hey, this is an opportunity to start an awesome experience, it kicks in. So let's go ahead and just go down this experience. Let's do it. Let's get to work setting up your most important goal. Please describe your number one goal below, the one that will change everything for you. So let's say make 1 million a month, which is something I've never achieved. Not yet. Great, so just to confirm, you're gonna give the following goal everything you've got. Make $1 million a month. Yes, that's correct. That's just wonderful, sugar. I'll make sure to help remember your goal as well as to pass along to Sally. Think how good it will feel to achieve your major milestone. You're gonna be on cloud 9. I love that. Now let's set a target. Sally likes to say, without hard deadlines, they're not goals, they're wasted ideas. Use the select date option below to set your goal. Remember to be realistic here. So let's set a goal. Okay, and this is on demo mode, so it took me to a fictitious date here, but what's cool is you can actually set this up to be integrated to your calendar. So that's, all right. Got it, so just to confirm, you'd like me to follow up to make sure you get it done by January 1st, correct? That's correct. Roger that. Now on to the fun part, setting up a reward for completing your goal. So that you show that incentivizing yourself doubles your chances of hitting your goal. Your rewards will keep you moving. Think about a reward that really motivates you. It could be anything from treating yourself out to a night with a significant other to buying that car you had your eyes on. Now that you've taken a moment to really think about it, please describe your reward for achieving your goals. So let's say take family to Australia. Something we've been talking about for a while here. Got it, darling. So just to confirm, you'd like to set the following as a reward once you've completed your goal. Take family to Australia. Yep. Sounds good, Matt. I'm going to push you to make it happen. Is this your best email address? If so, just click it. If you have a better one, submit it below. So this is critical here. See this? This is one-click email opt-in. All right. Is this stuff pretty cool, guys? And again, you might not have a coaching business. This is just an example of the kind of capability and the experience that you can have. Like instead of having a web page that says, oh, give me your email address, we actually are providing value and we're setting goals. And what's amazing is once you provide their email, now the chatbot will automatically follow up for you. Great, and since we checked in on text, I'll need your phone number too. Please type in your cell number below. One-click phone opt-in, boom. What do you think that'll do for your opt-in rate, all right? Sally's the best of business helping people achieve breakthroughs. Click below and I'll connect you with a free strategy session. All right, and again, this can be connected to your real calendar, so it'll show, more recent dates, but just kind of giving you an example here. Excellent. If it works out with Sally, we'll set up more goals. The bottom line with Sally, you're going to be a champion. Expect to hear back shortly. In the meantime, if you need to adjust your goals, you can always type goals. So that experience right there that you just saw was literally a combination of the little bit of information that we gave the AI plus an entire experience that we've created for this specific business type of coaching. So now let's look behind the scenes to see what this looks like. Okay, so if you guys remember, this was one of the first messages here, let's be honest, right? here's one of the cool things about chatbots is it can actually customize the experience. Now, we're running this, we pretended it was Sassy Sally's was the coaching, right? So it showed this Wonder Woman thing. But if the owner was a male, it would have shown Superman. So it's just a small example of the kind of things that you can do with a chatbot to customize the experience. And you'll see it just goes from one step to the next. And when you zoom out here, you'll see that just one flow is set up in such a way just to completely customize the user experience. Okay, can you guys see me? Great, okay, cool. And what you're looking at here, this is underneath the hood of a Rolls Royce. So I know there's a lot of people who saw that and are like, cool, but it's probably some of you, maybe you included, who like your eyes kind of glazed over because you're like, oh my gosh, that's so much. So I'm showing you underneath the hood of a Rolls Royce because I personally don't understand all of the moving pieces of this, and you might not understand all of the moving pieces of a chatbot, but it doesn't matter what's under the hood. It just matters how it works. And Mike, and obviously it's not typical to make six figures in your first week, but he was the first person to compare our chatbots to a Rolls Royce. If somebody gives you the keys to a Rolls Royce, what do? Right? Are you going to hem and haw, right, and go, oh, well, I don't know how the spark plugs work? No, of course not. If somebody gives you the keys to a Rolls Royce, you get in the car, you push the button, and you go. And the important thing to remember here is that hybrid AI can do these things for any kind of business in the world. Generate leads, increase sales, and improve support. All right, again, generate leads, increase sales, improve support. And if you just remember those three things, you don't need to worry about all of the bells and whistles. And this is an example of a chatbot that works for coaches and consultants. This is, one of the many flows that's included. You don't need to worry about all the things that are connected. You need to know it gets client leads, it books sales calls, and it fulfills services. This is one for authors and influencers, which might be right up your alley. This grows followers, it sells products online, and it builds real relationships. This is for real estate people. And what does this do? Buyer and seller leads, negotiates deals, gets buyers competing for deals. This is for local businesses, can work for any kind of business in the world. It's got specialty promotions, buyer loyalty programs, and special birthday offers. This is for network marketing or multi-level marketing. It's rep and customer leads, enrolls new downline, automates product sales. This is for Amazon sellers. So if you sell on Amazon, this is how you can build and control your own list, how you can launch new products, how you can build a real relationship. This one right here is probably made the most money. This is the bot reseller bot. So if you're looking at this, you're like, man, I could sell some bots to other businesses because I could see every company wanting one of these. This, what it does is it gets qualified leads, it educates and sells bots, and it automates the whole thing. This is for e-commerce. It works on Shopify or any other kind of store. It's got lead capture quizzes. It sells cart abandoners, and it answers frequently asked questions. Faye said, these are just a few of the many ways I was able to scale my personal e-com brand and then transfer the skills to help my clients as well. Product launches, collecting product reviews, gathering prices data, product development, automating customer support. Again, you don't need to do all those things. You just need to do a couple of things really well to be worthwhile. All right, don't worry about all the different features, just worrying about getting to where you want to go. And our AI chatbots work for every kind of business in the world. In fact, they even work for nonprofits, they work for rock bands, you name it. All right, and this was our first year of our chatbot. Not typical. But let me ask you this, see who's with me. If you're in your business right now and you're trying to figure out some kind of game changer, something to just kind of move the chart like that, give me a comment here and let me know you're with me. Cool. Yeah, I can't say this is it, but you got to do something different. This is our client Grant Cardone. This is how we started with lead generation for his chatbot, and then ManyChat, who you guys saw, the demo of us using ManyChat. They actually, which was a huge honor, they hired us to build their chatbot, which was really, really, really cool. So we've had some big clients, but what I love is helping the small guy and gal. Here's Jonah, who is a dating coach, said, I had my best month in sales, and now that my clients and their experience are taken care of with automation, I almost feel unemployed. right? Is that a feeling that you want to get? Is that almost feeling unemployed, but knowing that things are also taken care of while you're having your best month? And this is only possible with hybrid AI. So right now, what you got to do is you got to decide, do you want to get help from me and my team? And we'll talk about price and details and all that stuff. But you got to answer this, because if you don't think that I can help you, then it's not a big deal. But answer the question, do you think that we can help you do this faster? Do you think we can help you do it easier? And do you think we can help you do it better? All right. And if you say, let me hear in the chat, see a bunch of people with me. Cool. Because if you don't think that we can help you, then it's right now would be, another good time to leave. But if you're like, man, tell me what you got, I want to work with you, then I'm very excited to kind of tell you why I think that this is going to be the play for you, because you need zero technical skills to do this. It works for any type of business in the world. You can collect leads on every channel, automate sales, and you can save money in the process, create additional income streams, and get in front of a trend. Again, doesn't matter how many you missed, as long as you get in front of one. And you may have missed out on the internet revolution. It's too late for that. But right now, AI is still in early infancy. So if you want to work with us, there's two ways to get started. Number one is to get the training only. That means you're going to learn all the stuff and you're going to build everything yourself. Or number two, what I'm super excited to share with you is our ultimate AI system. And this is everything that we've already built so you can put it to work within your business immediately. And if you're talking about what kind of investments you're going to have to make, right now companies are making major investments. Fortune magazine reported that just over half of businesses said that they're going to spend between $500,000 and $5 million on AI initiatives this year. And our company, I don't know about this year, but we've definitely spent somewhere in between that. But my guess is you don't have that money, or you don't want to spend that kind of money. And the good news is we've already made the investment so that we can make it way cheaper on you. And I told you at the beginning, we're offering a small business technology grant, and this is going to be available to you if you're currently making less than $10 million a year in annual revenue. And it doesn't matter if you haven't even started your business yet, as long as you're making less than $10 million, then you are eligible for the grant. So with the training, which you can't get the grant with the training because this is just education, but you're going to get the AI Powered Profits course that I was telling you about. And to start out, you're going to learn everything that you need to know about AI. We're going to get you up to speed. And then we're going to talk about AI specific revenue streams. So if you want to get new cash flow just to either add to an existing business or something brand new that you can do part-time, and then how to create AI powered content so that you can drive traffic and handle all of your marketing. And last but not least, because your time is way more valuable than your money, we're going to teach you AI productivity tools. All of these modules, all of it comes instantly online. This is the most complete AI training on the planet, and you get instant access for $2,000, and you can have lifetime access to this course. Now, with the Ultimate AI system, the good news is you're eligible for the grant, and we do have a payment plan available that we can talk about in a little bit here. So with the Ultimate AI system, the first thing that you're going to get is our core bot, and this is our pride and joy in business. We have thousands of hours of work into this chatbot that works for every kind of business in the world, and it comes with all of these pre-built flows, like the flows that you've seen: lead generation quizzes, auto segmenting to put people into different buckets, viral automation that your leads can help generate more leads. You got engagement scores, master flows, all these different things that it does. It's over 100 different flows that are in there pre-built. You need zero work unless you want to customize them, which is completely up to you. And in addition to this, you get all of the bot flows. Remember, hybrid AI takes the bot flows and integrates it seamlessly with ChatGPT. And you're going to get the exact same AI power that you saw me demo just a minute ago. Remember that your AI chatbots can work on your website, on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, and on phone numbers with text message. And it can do multi-channel marketing and automate your sales and your leads and your support. Additionally, we're also going to give you all of our pre-built bot add-ons. So this is all of our different niches, including coaching, consulting, author, influencer, Shopify, e-commerce, agencies, multi-level marketing, local business, Amazon, affiliate marketing, digital products, real estate, and a whole bunch more that aren't listed here. Remember, our bots work with every type of business in the world. And just to give you an example, we have people that flip houses with our bot, and we had one person in particular that wanted a bot to sell houses. And when we got it done, he said, "Great, I have a house to sell." And I asked him, if he made the sale. He said, "Yep." I said, "Nice, how much?" The bot came back and it did work engaging with the investors, had an open house bidding war. So I said, "Wow, you made $22,000 on the deal." "Yep, nice payday." Now, you're probably not flipping houses with bots, but I just want to give you an example of what chatbots are capable of. You don't need all the bells and whistles. If somebody gives you the keys to Rolls Royce, you don't bother with what's underneath the hood. You get in the car, you push the button, and you go. And in addition to all of the pre-built bots, all the chat GPT, you're going to get every bot training that we've ever made. Now, the good news is you don't have to go through it all because we've already done 90% of the work for you. Of course, you're going to get all of the AI-powered profits course so you can learn all about artificial intelligence. And here's what's really cool. Is when you get the ultimate AI system, you're also going to have the opportunity to get certified as an AI specialist. And what that means is you'll have a special designation. You can put this on your resume. You can take it to work, potentially make more money. You can go out and get clients. You're going to be certified as an AI specialist to prove that you know your stuff. The bottom line to all of this is with the ultimate AI system, you're getting all of our tools, all of our training, you're getting all of the results with most of the work already done for you. So what you're going to do here in just a minute is you're going to get started with the ultimate AI system, and you're going to download our bots and just follow the steps. So we've got it all step-by-step video tutorials. Just do this, do this, do this, get results. And then you're going to choose a revenue stream and rock it. The most important thing of this is that we're going to support you and help you every single step of the way. This is a do it together program, meaning you're never going to be in business alone. Not only is Bot Builders phenomenal in general, support rocks too. So fast, personal, and understanding. I wish every service I use for my business was as good as these guys. Bot Builders has your back. What a great team, responsive, customer focused, and kind. A company that embodies the golden rule, which in my opinion is the best compliment you can get. This is for you if you already have a business and you want more leads, you want more sales, and you want to work less. Or if you're looking for something new that can be immediate, that you can do from anywhere, and that can be very, very profitable. We currently have our chatbots and our AI powering companies ranging from just getting started, just from idea, all the way to over $100 million and more. Charlene said, "Wow, I cannot believe that I landed a client in under 24 hours. I could not believe it. What a kind and generous company to share their valuable intelligence for such a fair cost." But obviously we had to put a price on it. The ultimate AI system, and this works on every single platform. It includes our core bot with artificial intelligence, all of the bot add-ons, all of our training, the certification, lifetime updates, lifetime support, everything that you need to get in the game with AI and chatbots and create additional revenue streams in your life for a one-time investment. This is the regular price of $5,000. But as I told you at the beginning, we are offering a small business technology grant. So if you make less than $10 million a year, you're going to get an instant discount of $2,500, bringing the entire investment to a one-time investment of $2,500. What you need to do right now is click on that button and get this thing started, because by now you already realize that AI is the future of business. And by now I'm sure you realize that having a chatbot that can work 24 hours a day, if all this thing did was help you generate more leads, if all it did was automate your support, if all it did was help convert more sales, is it worth $2,500 to your business? And if the answer to that is yes, you need to be clicking on that button, because my guess is you probably paid close to this much for your couch, and your couch is probably not making any money. In fact, I personally have 3,000 plus hours into the development of this. So ask yourself, would you hire me for $1 an hour? And if the answer to that is yes, you better be clicking on that button and getting this thing started. And as if that wasn't enough, but wait, there's more. We've got some bonuses coming your way. In fact, this first bonus may very well be the biggest bonus in the history of bonuses. We talked at the beginning about using ChatGPT to be able to make marketing content and sales content. Well, what if I told you you never even had to write a prompt as long as you live? The ultimate AI marketing tool. This thing is going to write articles for you, blog posts, emails, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. It writes video scripts, creates product descriptions, generates image ads, does all of this stuff and way, way, way more. And literally it does it by simply clicking buttons. It's step by step. And in fact, if we have a little time later, I'll even demo this for you. But with the AI Marketing Helper, normally you'd pay big time to get a monthly subscription of this. You're gonna get it free for life. All right, and these are limited time bonuses. We're gonna talk about taking these down in just a little bit. But that's the first bonus that you're going to get when you get started here today. The second bonus, this is the AI and bot business in a box. So if you're like, man, I love this, I see this trend, but how can I make this money back as fast as possible? This is the way. So with the AI bot business in the box, this allows you to go and offer chatbots and AI services to other businesses. In fact, even if you don't want to deliver services, if you refer people to us, we'll pay you for your referral. Shane here, and he says, I love how he started being a person that's hard to convince to do anything. He said, I immediately got started in getting more leads and thought in my business. So I thought, who can I help? This led to multiple streams of income, one from selling bots, one from using bots, and one from my referrals, because he would send us people. Jason, who again was skeptical, even when he got started, we're like, just go and show this to somebody. Literally within like a day, he sold a chatbot to a client, got paid $3,000 and makes $150 every time it generates a lead. Jay said, I'm still relatively new, but I just want to share I managed to close my first private client last week without even taking them through the sales bot demo. Don't do that, by the way. Let the bot sell it for you. She's talking about the bot that we built that sells chatbots. So you don't even have to explain it to people. You literally just show it to them. And if you want, refer them to us and we'll do the sales for you. So the third bonus, if you're not interested in selling a service, you can actually sell products, other people's products. And what we've done is we've taken the 300 best affiliate offers on the planet. These are products that you can share with people and you get paid a commission. In fact, we've gone to the 3 biggest affiliate networks in the world, done all the product research, and then we've taken these products and baked them into your chatbot. So all you got to do is go and sign up at Amazon or ClickBank, and they give you a little number, and you take that number and we show you where to put it in the chatbot. And every time your bot makes a sale, you get paid a commission. And we've got bots that generate leads with lead quizzes, and then it's got multiple kinds of follow-up, and you get paid on every sale. And what kind of products do they have? All of these. Commissions, on some of these products go all the way up to like 70%. It's obviously way less for Amazon, but all of these different products are preloaded in your bot so that you have all of these options for products to sell. Fourth bonus, if you're looking at this and like, man, I love this, but this is a lot. Where do I start? Just know that even though we love automation, we also love taking care of people. So one of the bonuses that you get is a custom game plan call where you can actually get on the phone with one of my best business advisors. These are people I've worked with forever who are going to look at what your business is and say, okay, great, do this, do this, do this, follow these steps, and then report back. So just know we're going to give you that extra layer of support. And at this point, we've worked with thousands of satisfied customers. We survey everybody that comes through, and I'm proud to say we have a 4.9 out of 5-star average review for our products and services. All right, fifth and bonus, if you're like, man, I love this, I want to blow it up, I want to take it to the next level. I'm going to give you the Meta Ads Crash Course. I've spent millions of dollars on ads, and we do it in very unique ways. In fact, Facebook one time did a case study on us and the way that we use chatbots with ads. And in this case study, we proved that we could decrease the cost per conversion. So I'm just totally bragging here, but we're going to teach you these unique strategies. But if you want to get traffic, but you don't want to spend money, we're going to also include the automated lead machine where you can use Instagram either for your business or for your client's business to be able to get organic leads. And if you're wondering, like, will this work with my system? I use the answer is yes. It works with all of these systems and 1,500 more. So it does integrate with every modern day system that I've ever seen. So let's recap here everything that you're getting in the Ultimate AI system. You're getting the AI Powered Profits course. You're getting the AI Specialist certification so you can have designation to go out, get more clients, make more in the marketplace. You're getting our core chatbot, which, by the way, we've charged more than $25,000 for a bot. So I think it's worth more than that. You're also getting our niche bot add-on. So all of the different niches that you can just bolt on to our core bot. You're getting the ChatGPT bot booster. You're getting all of our training courses. You're getting lifetime marketing helpers so you can make all of your marketing materials by clicking buttons. The bot business in a box to help you make your money back as fast as humanly possible. All of the affiliate products already preloaded in your bot, the meta ads crash course, and the Instagram auto lead machine. This is a total value of $51,000, but the good news is you're not paying anywhere near that. In fact, when you click on the button right now, I promised you earlier a payment plan. Usually what happens is people will charge more for a payment plan. I'm not going to do that. You're going to be able to get started right now when you click on that button for $500. You'll have 4 additional payments in the future every 30 days. And I do this because if you need a payment plan, I understand that you're in a place where I don't want to charge you extra. Like I know what it's like. When I got started in business, I was waiting tables, literally just every dollar bill. I remember just counting out at the end of the month to pay the rent every single month. So I'm not going to charge you more, but the thing is, you gotta click that button and get this thing started right now. And I will say this, for those of you that got started and paid in full, what we have for you when you get in there, we do this really weird thing where we actually deliver more than we promise. You're going to see a whole bunch, one really good extra bonus that we don't even promise here. So when you pay in full, you get instant access to all the extra bonuses. And if you're doing the payment plan, you're not going to get the extra bonuses until you make your final payment. All right, so again, that's to be fair to people who paid in full, and also to be fair to us to make sure that you follow through on your word. But if you're using the payment plan, that gives you plenty of time to get the stuff up and running, get it to work in your business, go out, get your first client, and make sure you make your money back as fast as possible. And if you're sitting there and you're like, man, I don't know, hey, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. There's plenty of people who weren't sure if the internet, was going to be a thing or not. Obviously, that didn't end too well for them. Mark Cuban said, whenever there's change and whenever there's uncertainty, there is opportunity. And right now, there's so much buzz around AI. Literally every business that you talk to wants help with artificial intelligence. And at the beginning, I told you about when I got started in the internet business. So I wanted to kind of complete that story to let you know where it ended. So first year, I was the only person to buy a t-shirt. Second year, we did much worse. Third year, had a breakthrough. Okay, now you got to imagine $37,000. You might be saying, well, Matt, that's not a lot of money. Well, when you're waiting tables, $37,000 is life-changing. But here's where I want to give you encouragement, because you're always one breakthrough away. Because year 4, and this is after making changes, failing, changing the idea, boom, $1.5 million. So no matter where you are, know that you're one breakthrough away from everything changing. That's the way that growth goes. Fail, 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 boom, you pop one off. If you give yourself a chance. If not, it's never going to happen, right? 5th year went up to 2.5 million, and since then have built, businesses that have done over $1 million a month. But I've also had failures since then too. The key here is just understanding that if you can get in front of something, get in front of a trend, right? Let the momentum carry you and align with a company that's going to help you do it. You have an opportunity to get your breakthrough. And if you're wondering if we're going to help you, absolutely. We have 7 layers of support here at Bot Builder. So every week we have a new Bot Builder orientation. If you can't make it, we always record it. You can come anytime that you want. We have a private community group, as I said. You get help in the training, so if you get stuck on a step, you just let us know. We've got a knowledge-based wiki with all the answers to all the questions ever, email support, live chat, bot-assisted setup. So we have a chatbot that helps you set up your chatbot. Of course we do, right? We do live weekly Q&A inside the members area. So yes, we're going to help you. Bot Builder support is simply the best and always there to help. They're the gold standard, the best go-to company to work with, highly recommended by me and so many others. Over the past years, I've spent thousands of dollars on various programs. Never have I found a program that offers all of the features, training, and excellent support that Bot Builders has to offer. They absolutely go the extra mile to offer help and assist. After I entered into Bot Builders training, I was amazed at the front runners in the industry. I was blown away when I dived into Bot Builders training. The attention to detail, the enthusiasm, the step-by-step manner in which is all put together is over the top. I've been through tons of courses and trainings and never found anything like this. The dedication to outstanding quality, thoroughness, and authenticity is unmatched, and it's backed by real care and love, which in my experience is extremely rare. This is beyond amazing. All right, the ultimate AI system for a one-time investment of $2,500 or 5 payments of $500, you're going to be in the game. You're going to be able to look back years from now and know, hey, I made an investment. Is this an investment? Absolutely. But that's your job. You got to make investments. You got to go into things that are going to be able to help you not just learn, but to grow, to leverage your time, to take your money and grow it into more money. I've bought lots of products and services in the past that haven't been great. Do not let that stop you. Because the bottom line to this is that we've got such a great reputation because, not because we're perfect, but because we care and because we're going to help you. And we're going to do a Q&A here in just a second. But just remembering that, yes, this is an investment, but automation is always a good investment. You can put in some money and some time now and be able to get back more time and more money in the future. It's like Grant Cardone says. He said, if you don't have money and you don't have time, it's because you haven't invested enough money and you haven't invested enough time. Just think about that. If you don't have time, it's because you haven't invested it. If you don't have money, it's because you haven't invested it. This is the opportunity to take a little bit of money and turn it into something potentially tremendous. So at this point, you've already decided that you want to get AI working for you and your business, or you'd have gotten off a long time ago. And I'm guessing you already decided you want me help from me and my team, or you would have left. All right, there is a third step. So if you're sitting there, maybe you got your wallet in your hand, or you pulled out your credit card and you're like, man, I should do this. A third step is to remember why you're making this investment here today. Your why. What's your reason? So earlier I told you a little bit about our son Noah and about his hearing loss. The picture on the left, so I'll make a very long story short. When Noah was about 2.5, he started having a lot of challenges. He started having some very erratic behavior. He started while he was doing very well in speech, he started losing the ability to talk. He couldn't be understood, and we're just trying to really get to the bottom of it. And one of the things that when we went to the doctor, we're like, do you think that one of the things might be that he's having a hard time hearing? And she's like, no, he can hear. Noah, hey, look, he can hear. So finally, we just said, forget it. We took him to a specialist, and the specialist is like, hey, we need to get some real tests. So in this particular morning, it was very early morning. I remember it was a super cold day, and Noah got to take one toy with him to the hospital, and he picked Bob the Bot Builder because it's on the top shelf and he never gets to play with it, right? And he was just really sad and he was crying, and the doctor, took a little cap and put it on him, and he, put one of those little wristbands on his waist. So I like to say that if a bot can help a sad kid in the hospital, a bot can do anything. But the more important reason I show this is when they finally got Noah under, and the little guy was just in this big old bed, and he had all these electrodes hooked up to his head, and there's a big screen behind him. And I'm just sitting there like looking at the doctor. And if you've ever had a loved one kind of in the situation, like you know that feeling of like pins and needles. And I'm just like, okay, and finally she looks up at me and she says, well, Mr. Leitz, sorry to tell you that your son does have serious hearing loss and it is going to be permanent. and in those kind of moments, you could care less about making money. Like that doesn't matter, right? And that very night, went home, talked to my amazing wife. We decided, hey, we're gonna pack up the family. I mean, we had the most beautiful home overlooking the ocean in San Diego. We packed up the family, we closed down our little office, told everybody to work remotely, and we moved to Phoenix, Arizona to be near family and to focus on helping Noah. Now, fast forward, good news is thanks to technology with some high-powered hearing aids, Noah is able to understand and to communicate, which is just such a blessing. But I can tell you, when Noah got his hearing aids, he did not understand. In fact, like he's very sensitive around his ears. When the doctor was putting these hearing aids in his ears, he was just going like kicking and screaming. It's like the whole doctor office, like people thought somebody was being murdered. And it was just hours. Finally, we got him home. We got him on the couch. We gave him his best buddy, Buzz Lightyear, and we turned on his favorite movie, Toy Story. So what you're seeing is the first time that Noah ever was able to clearly understand the words on the show. And I mean, you can just see him light up, right? And the reason I share that is you've been sitting here watching this presentation about AI and chatbots, and you're probably like, oh yeah, that sounds good, or maybe I should do this, or I know it's a trend. I can see that. Here's the reality is in the time that we spent together, you're not fully going to understand it. I'm sure you're picking it up, but you're not fully going to get it. You're not going to get it until you can see it for yourself. You're not going to get it until you get a chatbot, you get it installed, do a little customization, you get some people going into it, and you start seeing these conversations happening, start seeing leads coming in, start seeing sales happening. When you see it, you're going to be like, oh, you're going to have that moment, just like when Noah heard it, like, oh. But the thing is, he didn't understand this technology, and you don't fully understand it. So don't think that you're going to fully get it, because you're not. Richard Branson said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure if you can do it, say yes, and then learn how to do it. And the cool thing is you don't have to learn by yourself. We're going to be helping you and supporting you every step of the way. So at this point, you already decided you want this. You already decided you wanted to help. You just got to step up and do it. You got to have that gut check. I can't make you do it. If you don't want to do this, don't do this. Right? And by the way, I can't see everybody who got started. For those of you that got started, thank you for your business, and mad props for having some guts, stepping out of the box a little bit and doing something different. No, if you don't step out and try something new, you're never going to know. What do you have to lose here? Right? What do you have to lose versus what do you have to gain? All right, click the button and let's get this thing started. So here's what I want to do is, Maria, if you could, and I can't see, unfortunately, like all the stuff that's coming in. I'm gonna set an alarm on my phone here. Okay, put up a 10-minute timer, Maria, and at 10 minutes, start taking down some bonuses. So I'm gonna take down bonus 6, the automated lead machine. Take that down first. And then we'll just kind of go from there. So just know, guys, when I say limited time bonuses, I know people kind of like, that we truly do mean that. All right, and what's cool, we got another demo coming up. So we're gonna show you bonus number 1, the AI marketing helper. We're gonna show that in action so that you can see that working with your own 2 eyes. So we're gonna do that here in just a second. Quick story for you. So, at this point, I've tried to do everything I can to make it affordable. Obviously, like, if coming up with the $500 is a struggle, I understand, but I'm sure that you realize that you got to do something different. If $500 is that tight, you already know you need this. So I don't have to tell you that, but I know that, for me, when I see these kind of things, I'm also think, hey, I have all this other stuff going on. And it reminded me of a time I was at an event with a friend of mine, and they made an offer, and the offer was, it was like for a mastermind. And I think it was like $25,000. So 10x what, this is. And, I was like, I want to do it, but, you know, got all these other programs going on, and I'm busy with my kids, and you know, business is really crazy, and we're doing all this community service stuff. You probably, you know, thinking that yourself. My friend looked at me, he's like, Matt, he's like, look, there's never a perfect time. He said, waiting for the perfect time. It's like if you want to take a cross-country road trip, like you want to drive all the way across the country, but not getting started until all of the lights are green at the same time. It's just never going to happen, right? There's always going to be something. There's always going to be that other thing, that program that you bought, or that, you know, like it doesn't matter. There is no such thing as a perfect time. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But don't make time the excuse, because if you don't have time, don't you think it would be a really good idea to get automation working for you in your business? Just saying, right? The CEO of Google said artificial intelligence is more profound than fire, electricity, or the internet. It can make humans more productive than we ever imagined. Pretty big words. Fire, electricity, and the internet. Think about it like this. If companies like Google are going all in on AI, like they're just betting billions of dollars, should you be betting $2,500? Maybe yes, maybe not. Right? But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a demo of the AI marketing helper. And remember, if you get started, you're going to get the AI marketing helper, the premium version of this, free for life with no monthly fees. All right, let's jump in and check this out. All right, so we're inside of the AI marketing helper. And, you know, really the design of this thing is just made so that it's so easy. I mean, if you wanted to, you could, you know, pick an option here on the home screen, but you can always go right up here and just from the content menu. And it's really just so easy. I mean, what do you want to do? Write for me? Okay. Right. And you can write an article, write an ad, have it write emails. Like, let's say you click on write an ad. You can write a video ad, a Facebook ad, a Google search ad. So the whole thing is just designed to just be like click buttons, so you don't even have to think about it, right? Go forward, go back. I want to generate ideas. I want headline ideas. And we're adding new types of content all the time. In fact, we have a huge update that's about to go out right now. All right, you can have it answer questions. It gives like marketing recommendations, all sorts of stuff. But let's just say write for me. Let's say write an article. Okay, what would you like to write an article about? So let's just say using artificial intelligence to make more money. All right. Who's your intended audience? Let's say small business owners. Okay, what is your desired outcome for the reader? Let's say get started with the ultimate AI system, which is what you should be doing right now. How long would you like to be? Let's say medium. Okay, and you can choose the format, like you want it to be list, blog, editorial, checklist. Let's just say list style. What tone of voice do you want? Professional. You can choose any of these. If you want to say other, let's just make this one fun. Let's say we want to do it in the voice of a surfer dude. But you could put your favorite, and here's what's cool about this. Remember that everything that we do is done using hybrid AI. So even though this is the best of artificial intelligence, the reason that this is so awesome is because we partnered with the best copywriters in the world to get all of their genius baked into this. And you're about to see it for yourself. Are there any specific points you'd like to include? Let's say yes. Let's say includes lifetime, this is so meta here, access to AI marketing helper, comma, let's just say includes all niches of pre-built chatbots. And I'm sure he doesn't know much about, you know, our product or service. We're just going to see what it spits out. Would you like to optimize for, yes, so let's just say, let's call this AI tools. No, let's say AI training is our primary keyword phrase. And let's just say this is tools for AI marketing. And let's say AI made easy. Okay, so it's a primary phrase, AI training, and these are secondary. We hit complete. And immediately what happens? Boom, it goes to work. Remember we said surfer, dude. Cowabunga, dude. If you're a small business owner looking to make some major bank, then you got to check out the power of artificial intelligence, right? It's like having your own personal, I'm going to show you the AI. Cool. The ultimate AI system, bro. And there we go. Keyword number 1, AI training, all right? The keys to success. And look at that. It even tells you 3 mentions. Like it's literally optimizing for you so you know what's going on. All right. And you see this is just like pre-built chatbots for every niche, automation, work harder, not smarter, lifetime access to ultimate AI. I mean, it's everything that we said. Right, with killer AI training, the AI marketing helper, pre-built chatbots and all niches, automation and lifetime access, you'll be crushing it in no time. Don't miss out on this opportunity to ride the wave. So, I mean, boom, just like that, you've got an awesome article. Now, let's just say that we wanted to change this, right? Let's just say we wanted to come here and say AI, let's change this to education or whatever we want to change. AI Ninja, we're like, oh, we don't like Ninja. We can edit anything that we want, and then we just click Save Change. Okay, and everything that we do saves right up here to our history, so we can see everything that we've done. All right, but let's just say, hey, we don't really feel like doing the edits ourselves. Why don't we come here and have AI make edits for us? I've never seen another AI tool that does this. So if we wanted to, we could say completely rewrite new content. We could just, with all of the information we already said, like, we don't like this article, we just want a different one. We click this, boom, it writes a completely different article. But this is, let's say we want to make specific changes to existing contents. Let's click this. All right, it says, what is your specific feedback for improvement? So let's just say add 2 more points. All right, and let's say add call to action to go to botbuilders.com. Let's say call to action at end. All right, so let's just give it 2 points to change. I'm gonna click submit, and it's immediately gonna go to work, and there we go. So it's taking the same exact article, and what we're gonna see is it's gonna make edits. Now let's just say we didn't wanna wait. Let's just say we wanted to, hey, let's write another article. We designed this in such a way that you can create new content while you're waiting it to write, because I mean, who's got time to wait, 60 seconds for an article, right? Or you can come here, you can write other stuff, or you wanted to get some questions answered. So you're never wasting a second of time with the AI marketing helper. All right, so we come here and we'll see, let's check it out and see how it did. Boom, it just added more points. Let's see if it added a call to action here at the end. Right here, botbuilders.com. Get started with the AI marketing helper by visiting botbuilders.com. So it took the feedback that we had and it wrote it into an article. If we wanted to copy this and put it somewhere, we just click this. If we want to have this emailed to us, boom, it gets emailed. Or if we want to download it to our computer, just like that, easy peasy. You've now got the most powerful AI tool. Oh, as long as you click the link in time. So we're gonna jump back over here. Cool. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys just a little bit of a secret here on this. When you go to a page, all right, if the timer goes off, you're like, oh man, I missed out on a bonus. This is just a little tip for you. If you see the bonus on the page, that means that you'll get it. Okay, so what happens is when you go to a page, it's gonna refresh, and when it refreshes, the bonus is gonna be gone. So if you're on a page and you see a bonus, click on it and you'll get it. So everything that you see on a page that you're on, if you opened it up, hopefully you still got a window open, click on that thing and get started. Okay, so we're gonna do some Q&A here and really dig in. But again, if you missed it, you click late and you're on a page that doesn't have that bonus, I'm sorry. We are going to be taking more bonuses down here in a little bit, but right now I just want to do a quick Q&A with you guys, okay? And by the way, thank you for being here. You guys have hung in with me for a very long time, so that's totally awesome. All right, so let's go to the questions. And hopefully you've seen our support team in here answering a lot of these, and they've already knocked out a bunch. But yeah, seems like they have. Yeah, answer questions about bonuses. Does it work with MailChimp? Yep, works with MailChimp for sure. Works with everything, really. I don't know of anything it doesn't work with that I've seen. And even if it doesn't work with something, we can figure it out. Like, we'll help you out. Let's see. How long does this take? So, how long does this take? I mean, we've got, like I said, there's extra bonuses in there we're not even talking about. So you could be learning forever. Like, I hope that we can provide training for you for a lifetime. But the main thing that you want to focus on, number one, is building your chat bot, and you can do that. I don't know how long. Maybe it'll take you, it'll take you a day, or maybe if you're just kind of putzing around with it, you could do it in a weekend or something. The key is it's not going to take you thousands of hours. You just follow the training, follow the steps, and then the AI training. I'm not sure how many hours that is. It's very thorough, and you don't necessarily have to watch it all. But you can. The thing is with the training, you just watch the parts that you want. Like if you don't care about using AI for operations, don't watch the operations part. If you don't care about AI video, don't watch the AI video part. So that's completely up to you. So, but the main thing is you get in and you get started and you start building your bot. That's the biggest thing. All right, so let's see. Can I have my assistant do this? Yep, of course. You can have virtual assistants do it, family members. Now, here's the thing, you can do it. You don't have to have somebody else do it, but if you want to have somebody on your team or somebody else do this for you, that's no problem. Just make sure to get started. And then if you could email support@botbuilders.com and support@botbuilders.com if for whatever reason we miss, it's kind of hard. There's a lot of chat here. For whatever reason we miss it, just make sure just to email support@botbuilders.com. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, question. All right. So asking about SEO. So a lot of people think you can't use AI content on your website, that Google doesn't like it. It's actually quite the contrary. Google came out and officially said that it's 100% fine with AI generated content, and it will index on the search engines. All they want is they just want quality content. So if you're just putting in very crappy prompts into ChatGPT, like it's going to be very obvious AI because there's no value. So that's why we really made this in such a way where it's getting a quality output, so it's something of value. So just know that you absolutely can rank on search engines using AI content as long as it's good AI content. All right. Yeah, just a point of clarity. So there's a lot of training in here. So I gave the analogy of the Rolls Royce. You don't need everything in here, so don't be overwhelmed by it. If all you did is you got your chatbot, you got ChatGPT set up, you took a little bit of the AI training, and then anything else, because I told you there's a lot more stuff that's not even on here. Just you can use what you want. But just know that the bot training and the AI training, it's all step by step. So you don't need to know anything technical to do this. The most important thing is you just, you get started, you get going, and, if you know AI is the thing, I guess part of it is if you feel me, like if you're like, I don't know about this Matt Leitz guy, then like don't do it, because like you got to have some trust that, I'm a decent guy and that my company's going to be here to help you. So if it doesn't matter what other people say, like if you're not feeling it, don't do it. But it's just, and I think all the rest of these questions have kind of been answered. I'm sorry if I missed it. We'll make sure that we get back to you with an answer, or email support@botbuilders.com. But really, I don't have anything else, for you. I think with that, thank you again to everybody who got started. Hopefully we'll be seeing you in the community soon. Just know, we're going to go to work with you. We're going to help you out. We're going to support you, serve you every single step of the way. If you saw this and it's not your thing and you didn't get started, I still appreciate you being on here. Says a lot about you that you stuck with it to the end. And what's cool is we're a full service operation here at Bot Builders. So even if this is not the thing that we help you out with, I hope that I can provide something of value for you in the future, because I know what it's like, and I've never been a billionaire. I don't know what that's like, but I've been, at the stages of business. And, for me, it's just very motivating to be able to help you and support you to get you where you want to go. So with that said, we'll let you go. Thank you again. Thanks for, having me on. I really appreciate the invite. And yeah, go make it happen. Don't be afraid of this AI thing. It is new. And I can tell you that, if you start now, you're going to be ahead of the game in 3 years. I can guarantee you that. So excited to help you out. Matt Leitz signing off. Thank you so much and take care. Bye-bye.